So I've been talking about like God calling you to step in your purpose. But what happened when you actually step in your purpose and live for God and is doing what God has called you for? Well, a lot of people just think it's all peace and blessings and everything, but in reality, I'm not saying that I'm chosen by God, but God has put me in your heart to tell you that that's not the case. Well, we can see this in example in 1 Samuel chapter 17, verse 50 to 53, where God called David to be king. And guess what? God did not send David a crown. He sent him to fight Goliath, which is like a 9-foot monster, and he defeated him with a slingshot and a rock. So think of how hard that is and how impressive that is. When you're stepping in your purpose, a lot of things is going to happen that you will not like, and one of them includes the increased spiritual battles that you will have. Satan knows that you're doing God's purpose, so he's trying his best to knock you down and try to stop you from doing it, because Satan hates when people like follow God's orders or like he's expanding his kingdom. He'll try to find the tiniest gap and try to fight you as much as possible, even though God is going to be there, but he's going to allow Satan to attack you harder than like normally, because he wants to strengthen you and make you one of the strongest soldiers possible. And let me just say, it will not be an easy fight, but I promise you, it is all worth it, because you're serving God's kingdom and you're expanding his will. But if you're not doing God's will, and if you're chosen by Satan and you're just doing his will, then you're not going to have more spiritual battles, because I already said, a robber don't rob an empty house. Think of that for yourself. But till then, I hope this message has found you, and thank you for watching to the end. Please consider liking and subscribing, and may God bless you, and Jesus loves you.